Welcome back to the channel, guys and gals. I know it's been a couple of days, and I do apologize, but when you're at home and things have to be done, you have to take care of stuff. On my way home, no, we did not hit the 300 mark. That's okay because, well, I got the best subscribers in the world here, so I'm not mad. You know what? I'm actually thrilled because even though I didn't hit 300, we're still going to be doing something tonight. Um, First, let me give a big shout out to Brandon. He is a family friend, and he is a very nice young man. And he was given his grandfather's train collection, mostly S gauge with some old Line L. One was a 2026, and I think the other one was a 2028. It may, it was a read number because it's not the original number that was on it. Very lucky that he got that, including the tracks, all the original American Flyer accessories, which was, oh my God, just out there. Some very rare pieces. One of them was the Silver Bullet. It's a chrome plated S gauge locomotive. Problem with it is I can't find a listing for it anywhere. So I know it wasn't a custom. It is factory. Just can't find any information on it. Much like your Blue Bullet and the Red Bullet locomotive that American Flyer had out. I just can't find any information on this chrome one. And one of the rare locomotives that was purchased by American Flyer, purchased by his grandfather in 1949. And with a little bit of work, a little bit of magic, that night I was able to let him see the wheels, the drivers actually spin freely on their own. Will need a good cleaning, will need a good lubrication, and a lot of going through. His father and I will be working on doing a layout, so we will be doing some filming there when we start working on this. And I'm going to show him how to get everything cleaned up, service them, and be able to put them back on the track so he can see his grandfather's trains run again and get something going for him. And hopefully this is a hobby that he will enjoy for many, many years to come, and will be able to pass it on to his own children or grandchildren. So, there's that. So I did want to say we are going to try the ridiculous. Yes, I'm fixing to try the ridiculous. Going back many videos ago on the shorts, I had posted a question. Can you model railroad in your truck? And that's when I had my Peterbilt. And everybody said, what? Yes, you can model railroad in your truck. It was a little $5 tin set, plastic set, came with tracks, a little model battery, and ran it around. It was great. Had a lot of fun with that on TikTok when I had it, and a lot of fun. With that being said, we're going to try the ridiculous again. But we're also kind of giving my own personal review of the Menards starter set. Santa Fe starter set. How did I acquire it? Well, about 2 months ago, I walked into a Menards, went upstairs because I like going there to look at the trains anyway, see what's new out. And I went up the stairs, and they had one sitting on the shelf. And I was like, So I figured, you know what? I can do a review on it. I can do some testing with it. If it holds up good, then I'll go ahead and wind up pre-ordering for this year 3 more. And that'll be for each one of my boys. Yes, and no, I did not pay full price. Before anybody asked, no, I did not. Kind of haggled with them on price because it had been upstairs since December 26th, and it was the very last one in the store. And I was like, you know what, let's do some testing because since I've got to pre-order a couple for my kids, I wanted to make sure that my kids are getting a quality set and something they can cherish later on as well. So this is going to be kind of fun. Now, we've all seen the reviews on them. Again, if you want to go check out the reviews, go check out Dave Griffin here on YouTube. He's got an excellent video on it when he first got his, which was just the locomotive. Mine is the starter set with the track. We've had multiple reviews from multiple different people. Dave Griffin, Toy Train Tips and Tricks, which he does an excellent review as well. I would definitely recommend those two. Eric Siegel does one. All these people, big shout out to them because they have done magnificent work doing this stuff. And I'm actually kind of stoked. They now have the F7 out in Pennsylvania, and we talked briefly about that on the last video. Moving on. So here we are in my truck, and yeah, I said we're going to try the ridiculous. This car right here, the Kiki Cheryl car that I have been working on, will not negotiate 036 curves. This is what came in the set, the Menards 036 curve. If you were to take that and try to turn it, it would be like over here. And I'm sorry, that just gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna put a whole train between the car and the track. No. And as y'all can tell, yes, there's the cattle trucks. Yes, we are gonna be building some more articulates. I have projects to keep me busy. So let's try this, because we are going to try the ridiculous. Now, if I was to actually do something like this, it would make sense to do a little bit of rearranging in the truck. Y'all have heard me talk about putting some cabinets in my truck, which would be mounted. This would be coming out, the upper bed. Cabinets will be made in with a bracket or a metal plating here on the sides, and cabinets back there. Why would I do something like that? Well, you put a shelf in right there. Right across. Yeah. Over here on the other side as well. Maybe directly right across through here. Makes sense. I do a lot of model building, so why not build test them to run, right? Makes sense. If you're going to do some model railroading right here on the truck, might as well. So anyways, yeah, as ridiculous as it sounds, I'll be the first to tell you, I probably will wind up doing something like that. All right, so here we go. We got to have Menards remote. As you can see, the power is on. Takes 3 AAA batteries. We have Crew Talk. We got the locomotive. Let's pull the locomotive forward here just a minute. Hey, let's go back here. I didn't say back up. Takes a little bit getting used to with this. All right, so we got the Menards locomotive. We got the F7 plus the caboose. I think this is really cool with the blinking back there. That is actually really cool. I kind of like that effect. I do like how it's lit up. It would be kind of nice if there's some details in there. Am I going to repaint this set? Not this set. If I was to buy 2 more, yes, I would. Have one painted in NDM and one in F&M colors. Just so y'all know, if you look back on the NDM history, NDM got their massive start from Southern Pacific Railroad. All right, so what do we got here? Well, we have the normal paint. I'm actually really pleased because some people said they've had some flaws with them, but the paint on this one, when I took it out of the bag, looks very crisp. I'm not seeing any overspray. It looks like they really took their time with this particular set. The chrome trucks, I'm not really crazy about because that's very unprototypical, but that's okay, and I can understand why they did it. Which, by the way, still kind of neat looking having that chrome right there. But maybe if you wanted to make it more prototypical, color match the silver. Very, very cool. Now, lengthwise, this is bigger than your 2343s. And a lot of people have complained about that. I'm actually glad they are, because it gives it more of a scale proportion, okay? I'm actually kind of looking forward to actually using this locomotive to pull the F&M train. Once they become readily available, which like I said, I'm going to be pre-ordering a couple more sets for my kids. I'd like to pick up just the locomotive by itself for a repaint to go with that, plus get a steam locomotive to go in front of that, and try to show 2 different eras of the F&M and NDM Railroad. So, let's go forward just a little bit. By the way, has crew figures in it. That's really cool. It's got a bright LED light on it. A little brighter than what should be in there, but hey, it's all right. Price point, can't beat it. All right, the caboose. Really, really cool. I'm really enjoying that blinking light. That's really cool. I don't know. That's cool to me. No interior in it, but you know, if you wanted to take the time to do it, you could do the whole blinking light thing and do interior as well. Uh, would I recommend doing it? If you let your kids play with it, no. Um, just have some fun with it. That's really what it's all about, right? That's what this hobby's about. Again, you know, everybody keeps pointing out this right here. I get the area that they're going with that. They're kind of making like a diaphragm, is what they were kind of going after there. Like if you had another locomotive in the diaphragm, that's what they were going after. I get it, I understand it, and in one way, that's kind of cool. But hey, it is what it is, you know. Um, doesn't smoke. That's okay too. If you really wanted to, yes, there is a video out there which I did find where a guy actually added a smoke unit to one of these. It can be done. But if you really want to get crazy with it, put an ERR board inside and run it TMCC. Okay, so you can be doing a little bit of gutting and a little bit of rebuilding, okay? But you could if you wanted to. Just saying. So we have the Menards track that came with it. As you can see, I am using the boxes of braces right now. Yeah, I got a couple pieces of track down there. I was going to make it bigger, but realized I didn't have that much room to do that with right now. So, yeah, that's cool. It works out. Let's try the ridiculous now. Let's see how this thing's going to do. Well, she didn't like that curve. Give me 1 second. I got to correct that. I do apologize about that. I had to correct something. I didn't have a good brace underneath it. All right, so here we go. Oops. Gotta watch those little things. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Very, very cool. And as my lady would say, I just geeked out. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Had to make a few little minor adjustments. Um, Again, this is, is this the right way to run this train? No. If it was something I was doing, it'd be more stable. This is just kind of a makeshift right now. But can you run trains in your truck? Yeah, you sure can. No matter what people say. What are we going to do? Well, now, I think it's time we add them another Menards car. Y'all seen it in the previous video, and that was the reading lines boxcar. And I'm just gonna add another car to it because that's one thing I was kind of one of the things I was a little upset that Menards didn't do. At least offer another car into your sets. Yeah, I understand that may make it go price, as far as price point go up a little bit, but I think it gets more for the customer if you add something else on too. A couple of cars. Is this the proper way to run a train up here? No. One thing I will say is it does not have a hard stop. So that's actually really cool, and Dave Griffin was right about that. I'm not sure if this is a 4.5 beta that they have in these sets, but whatever it is, it's working for them. Y'all like to see one of the 1950 cars run? I think so too. Let's try something. Let me put you on pause for 1 second because I got to get them out of the box. Listen, hang on. All right, guys, gals, sorry about that. Had to make a little modification. Look at this. This is kind of cool. Let's see how this is going to work. Shall we see? The first run of the 1950 cars. This is so cool. They're really not like in the 036, so they were probably built for 042 curves. But hey, this is actually kind of fun. And no, I'm not full power at all. I'm actually very super stoked. I know that locomotive can pull, so I know Menards did a good job on it. In case you're wondering with my hands right there, I'm just kind of resting it, but also kind of double checking to make sure that track doesn't fall. It's not really brace up low right there. So we now have Texas Orange package card and Rogue Angels combine running, which I forgot the lettering at home. So maybe I'll get picked up this weekend when I swing through. Well, guys and gals, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I will try to get a better one of this, preferably outside on top of the trailer. I'm actually pretty stoked about this to see the Menards train. It ran very well. Very happy with the way it performed. I would recommend greasing them and lubing them and just general maintenance before you do anything. Um, make sure your wheels are oiled and stuff like that. Your normal stuff that you do with O gauge. Um, I'd like to see how many cars this thing can actually pull. I know Dave got one point had 21, and I think that's when he first got it. 21 cars behind it. It'd be interesting to see what its max capacity would be. I think somebody said 30 at one time, but who knows? I'm not out here to kill them. But yeah, I'm actually super stoked. The passenger cars behind it, I'm really cool. I was really happy to see those actually run. They did give a good little test run. So who knows what's going to happen here in this truck in the future? Since you never know what King Julian's going to be up to, also known as Norman. You never know what I'm going to be up to. Or what I might pull next. Or whatever. We all know how that goes, right? As always, I hope you please enjoyed this. If you didn't, let me know why. Drop some comments. Please hit like and subscribe. Even drop a thumbs down. Let me know what you didn't like. I know this wasn't my best video. It was just something I just kind of threw together to actually see this. And I was like, I got to see this thing run. As always, keep the shiny side up, rubber down. I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be doing the pinstripes and the Kinky Cheryl. Again, that one will not operate on these 036 curves. It's got to be 054 and bigger. Again, see y'all then. Take it easy. Stay safe out there.